The concept of Jahannam, or hell, is an integral aspect of Islamic theology, symbolizing divine retribution for the wicked. It is vividly described in the Quran and hadiths, providing a sobering reminder of the consequences of one's actions in the hereafter. In this video, we will delve into the intricate details of Jahannam, exploring its various levels, inhabitants, and the profound lessons it imparts. Don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content on Islamic teachings and concepts. Number 1. The definition and significance of Jahannam. In Islamic belief, Jahannam represents the final abode of the wicked and disbelievers, a place of immense torment and suffering. The term Jahannam is derived from the Hebrew word Gehenna, which was originally a valley in Jerusalem where refuse was burned. In the Quran, Jahannam is depicted as a fiery abyss, a stark contrast to the paradise promised to the righteous. The significance of Jahannam lies in its role as a deterrent, encouraging believers to adhere to the path of righteousness. Number 2. Descriptions of Jahannam in the Quran. The Quran provides vivid and chilling descriptions of Jahannam, underscoring its severity and the terrifying fate awaiting its inhabitants. These descriptions serve as powerful admonitions, instilling fear of divine retribution and emphasizing the importance of moral conduct and adherence to Islamic principles. In Surah An-Nisa 4:56, Allah warns, "Indeed, those who disbelieve in our verses, we will drive them into a fire. Every time their skins are roasted through, we will replace them with other skins so they may taste the punishment." This verse paints a grim picture of Jahannam, where the punishment is relentless and agonizing. The cycle of torment, with skin continually renewed to endure the punishment anew, illustrates the eternal nature of suffering in hell. Similarly, Surah Al-Mulk 67:6-7 portrays Jahannam as a place of dread and despair. And for those who disbelieved in their Lord is the punishment of hell, and wretched is the destination. When they are thrown into it, they hear from it a dreadful inhaling while it boils up. Here, the Quran depicts Jahannam as a realm of constant torment, where the very air itself seems to echo with the cries of anguish from its inhabitants. The mention of boiling and inhaling serves to intensify the imagery of suffering and agony. Furthermore, throughout the Quran, numerous verses describe the various forms of punishment awaiting the denizens of Jahannam. These include torment by scalding water, boiling oil, and the merciless grip of fire. The descriptions emphasize the excruciating nature of the punishment, leaving no doubt about the severity of divine retribution for those who defy Allah's commands. By portraying Jahannam in such vivid and terrifying terms, the Quran seeks to awaken believers to the consequences of their actions and encourage them to lead virtuous lives. The fear of divine punishment serves as a powerful motivator for moral behavior, reminding believers of the importance of righteousness and piety in securing salvation in the hereafter. Number 3. The levels of Jahannam. The severity of punishment in Jahannam is intricately tied to the sins each individual has committed. Similar to the 7 levels of heaven, Jahannam comprises 7 distinct levels, often referred to as the gates of hell. Each level is designed to inflict varying degrees of physical and spiritual torment, with the punishment escalating as one descends further into its depths. The 7 levels of Jahannam. 1. Jahannam, topmost level. Reserved for those who were negligent in their prayers and duties. Though characterized by relatively lower heat compared to the levels below, its punishment is still severe. Sinners' faces will be scorched, and their flesh will be consumed by fire, only to be renewed by Allah for continuous suffering. 2. Laza. Reserved for those who denied the truth and rejected Allah. Sinners here endure the relentless consumption of their organs by devouring fire, leading to their ultimate annihilation. 3. Al-Hutama. reserved for the arrogant and proud. Fire will consume their flesh but not their bones. They will be punished for not performing salah, neglecting the poor, speaking vainly, and denying the day of judgment. 4. Sakar, reserved for those who neglected the poor and denied the existence of the day of reward and resurrection. Sinners here are subjected to relentless flames that consume their entire body, including their hearts and inner organs. 5. Al-Jahim, reserved for idolaters. Represented as a colossal piece of coal, sinners endure punishment for failing to maintain correct beliefs in Allah, neglecting the rights of fellow beings, and lacking compassion for the poor. 6. Al-Sa'ir, reserved for those who rejected Allah's revelations. This level consists of numerous castles and rooms filled with various types of penalties. The pain here is unimaginable, with scorpions, snakes, and other forms of torment. 7. Al-Hawiya, lowest level. The most severe, reserved for hypocrites and those who committed the gravest sins. Sinners are crushed under mountains and bound by chains. The angels of Jahannam, with hands made of iron, beat them severely. This level is pitch dark, and no sinner will be released from its grip. The intricate details of each level highlight the precise nature of divine justice and the consequences awaiting those who defy Allah's commands. As one descends through the levels, the punishment intensifies, reflecting the severity of the sins committed. Number 4. Inhabitants of Jahannam. The inhabitants of Jahannam are those who lived in persistent disbelief and disobedience towards Allah. They include individuals who denied the existence of Allah, rejected His messengers, and transgressed His laws. In Surah Al-Baqarah 239, the Quran mentions the fate of such individuals, condemning them to be companions of the fire, where they will abide eternally. Additionally, hypocrites, who outwardly appear righteous but conceal disbelief, are also condemned to the depths of Jahannam. The severity of their punishment corresponds to the gravity of their sins, reflecting divine justice and accountability. Number 5. Punishments in Jahannam. The punishments in Jahannam are depicted as both physical and psychological, serving as retribution for the sins committed during one's lifetime. The Quran and hadiths vividly describe various forms of torment, including scalding water, boiling oil, chains, and unquenchable fire. Surah Al-Hajj 22:19-22 provides a glimpse into the agonizing suffering endured by the inhabitants of Jahannam. Moreover, sinners experience perpetual remorse and despair, acutely aware of the eternal nature of their punishment. These punishments underscore the severity of divine justice and serve as a deterrent against disobedience and disbelief. Number 6. The role of angels in Jahannam. In Jahannam, angels known as Zabaniya are tasked with administering punishment to the inhabitants. Described as stern and severe, these angels enforce Allah's commands without mercy. Surah Al-Alaq 96-18 refers to them as the guardians of hell, emphasizing their role in upholding divine justice. Surah At-Tahrim 66.6 further portrays them as angels who do not disobey Allah in their duties but execute His commands faithfully. The presence of these angels underscores the structured order and accountability within Jahannam, ensuring that punishment is meted out justly. Number 7. The temperature of Jahannam. Jahannam's temperature is depicted as unimaginably hot in Islamic scriptures. According to a saying of the Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, "Your ordinary fire is one of 70 parts of the hell fire." This statement underscores the intensity of Jahannam's heat, which far surpasses any fire known on earth. The description of Jahannam's temperature reinforces the severity of the punishment awaiting sinners, serving as a powerful deterrent against disobedience. Number 8. The duration of punishment in Jahannam. In Islamic belief, the punishment in Jahannam is eternal for those who have committed grave sins and died in a state of disbelief. The concept of eternal punishment serves as a deterrent, emphasizing the severity of divine justice and the importance of leading a righteous life. The eternal nature of Jahannam's punishment underscores the gravity of sin and the necessity of adhering to Islamic teachings to avoid such consequences. Number 9. The lessons learned from Jahannam. The concept of Jahannam, as described in Islamic theology, serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of sinful behavior and the significance of adhering to Islamic principles. It acts as a deterrent against wrongdoing, urging individuals to lead righteous lives to avoid divine punishment. Jahannam underscores the concept of accountability in Islam, emphasizing that every action has consequences in the afterlife. For instance, the Quran warns, "So whoever does an atom's weight of good will see it, and whoever does an atom's weight of evil will see it." Surah Az-Zalzala 99, 7-8. This highlights the importance of reflecting on one's deeds and striving for righteousness. Despite the severity of Jahannam's punishment, Islam offers the concept of repentance as a means of seeking forgiveness. The Quran states, "And turn to Allah in repentance, all of you, O believers, that you might succeed." Surah An-Nur 24:31. This teaches believers to acknowledge their mistakes, seek forgiveness sincerely, and endeavor to improve their behavior. Jahannam underscores the principles of justice and compassion in Islamic teachings. The Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, emphasized the importance of kindness, stating, "Have mercy on those on the earth, and the one in the heavens will have mercy upon you." Tirmidhi. This encourages believers to treat others with fairness, kindness, and empathy. The concept of Jahannam motivates believers to strengthen their faith and devotion to Allah. By deepening their connection with the Creator through prayer, worship, and spiritual reflection, individuals guard themselves against the temptations of sinful behavior. This fosters a sense of spiritual growth and closeness to Allah. Jahannam serves as a catalyst for promoting moral conduct and ethical behavior among believers. Islam emphasizes the importance of honesty, integrity, and righteousness in all aspects of life. By understanding the consequences of sinful actions, individuals are motivated to uphold moral integrity and adhere to Islamic ethics. Believers are reminded of their shared responsibility to uphold Islamic principles and support one another in righteousness. The concept of Jahannam fosters a sense of community and brotherhood among believers, encouraging collective adherence to Islamic teachings. This unity strengthens the Ummah and promotes mutual support and solidarity. Number 10. The physical torments of Jahannam. The physical torments in Jahannam are described vividly in Islamic scriptures. Sinners are subjected to excruciating pain, including burning in scorching fire, immersion in boiling water, and enduring the torment of venomous creatures. These punishments serve as a consequence for the sins committed during one's lifetime, illustrating the principle of divine retribution. The intensity of physical suffering in Jahannam underscores the severity of divine punishment for disobedience. Number 11. The psychological torments of Jahannam. In addition to physical suffering, inhabitants of Jahannam experience profound psychological anguish. They endure perpetual remorse, regret, and despair, knowing that their suffering is eternal and that they are separated from Allah's mercy. This psychological torment amplifies the agony of hell's punishment, emphasizing the spiritual consequences of disobedience. The psychological torments of Jahannam serve as a reminder of the eternal consequences of sinful actions. Number 12. The hope of redemption. Despite the severity of Jahannam's punishment, Islam teaches that sincere repentance and seeking Allah's forgiveness can lead to redemption. The doors of repentance are always open to those who genuinely regret their sins and strive to amend their ways. This hope of redemption offers solace to believers and emphasizes Allah's mercy and compassion. The concept of redemption highlights the possibility of spiritual renewal and forgiveness, even in the face of eternal punishment. In conclusion, Jahannam stands as a potent symbol within Islamic theology, vividly illustrating the consequences of disobedience and the paramount importance of leading a righteous life. Through detailed descriptions in Islamic scriptures, Jahannam underscores the gravity of divine punishment for those who transgress against Allah's commandments. However, amidst the severity of Jahannam's warnings, Islam also offers a beacon of hope through the path of sincere repentance and seeking forgiveness, revealing the boundless mercy and compassion of the Almighty. Believers are urged to reflect deeply on the lessons of Jahannam, using them as a guiding light towards moral conduct and spiritual growth. By adhering to Islamic teachings and striving for righteousness in this life, individuals pave the way for their salvation in the hereafter. As such, subscribing to further insightful content on Islamic teachings and concepts becomes not just a choice, but a vital step towards understanding and embodying the profound wisdom of Islam.